Hey now, friends, it's me, Lola, and you are listening to the Smoking Profit podcast. So today I got a message for you that's going to help you go from overlooked to unforgettable. Does that sound good for you? If it does, just stick right here. So I've been ignored, overlooked, forgotten about. It's not fun. I've had people be intimidated by me. None of this stuff is fun. And through my experience with getting ignored, overlooked, forgotten, and being mistakenly intimidating, I've learned a few things. I've learned that there were things that I could have done to position me a bit better. And I also learned what to do when you're around people who are intimidated by you or trying to stop your growth. And I'm going to start this out with this story, and then I'm going to get into teaching my lesson. But I remember getting a new job, and one of my leaders was just talking to me before I left and transitioned into my new role. And one of the things that they told me that I'll never forget, and I was so shocked by it that I don't think I said anything when they told me this, but they told me that they were proud of me. You're going to do well. And you needed to get out of this area because there were people that didn't want you to grow. And there were people that were stopping you here. So you needed to leave. Oh my gosh, like that's such a terrible way to be. Like, why? Why would it happen? I'll tell you why it happens sometimes and why people are intimidated by you and why they stop and stunt your growth, or it appears that they stop and stunt your growth. But when you are someone that knows who you are, when you're someone that is confident, when you're someone that is eager to learn and easy to get along with, when you're someone that knows your strengths and can speak clearly and say what they are, not everybody likes that. They think that you're coming for them or you're coming for the thing that they have. And really, you may not even be thinking about them, their job, the thing that they have. You may be so far ahead that you're thinking about something else that will not impact them in any way, but they don't see that. And their insecurities stop them from seeing it, and their insecurities cause them to be intimidated. And so I'm saying that to you to tell you that sometimes you'll be in a position where people are ignoring you on purpose. Other times you're getting ignored maybe because it's something that you're not doing, like positioning yourself in the right way or putting yourself in the rooms and in the places where people actually need you. And then there are those other situations where your skill set, your strength, maybe your confidence is going to come off away and it's going to intimidate people. And if that's the case, there's a way around it. So that's what we're going to get into with this lesson. And that's what I'm going to teach you. But I had to tell you that first so that you would understand how I have the ability to come on here and talk to you about it, because I've been there, okay? I've been there and I learned from it. So let's go ahead and get into this lesson. Here's how you can apply positive pressure in your job and in your industry and stop getting ignored. The first thing you need to do is identify your strengths and your USP. USP stands for unique selling point and represents your value proposition, aka the unique way you bring value to others. Everything has a USP. Traditionally, we just think about USPs when it comes to products and services, but people have USPs. You have a USP. People and products have USPs. Your USP should be something that distinguishes you from others and elevates you above them. For products and services, you'll want to name their benefits, then narrow it down to your best selling points. And for your career or personal development, you want to use discovery tools, something like Clifton Strength Finders assessment, to discover your top strengths. Why? Because knowing your value is the first step to applying pressure and getting noticed in any industry. You've got to know your value. Knowing your value is going to reveal who needs you and how to reach them. And that's what we're going to talk about next. The next thing I want you to do is figure out who needs you. The people who need you are your target audience. Naming your target audience starts with answering this one question. It's very simple. Who can I help? Knowing your strengths should help you quickly see who you can help. Here's a word of caution. Don't try to target an audience without considering your strengths, competencies, and USP. You should always align your strengths, competencies, and USP towards serving your audience. If you're navigating your career, know this: your strength and your competencies are not job exclusive or even industry exclusive. Your strengths and competencies are need exclusive. That's another reason why learning them is so very important. If you know your value and why it's valuable, you can always find people that need you, even when job markets shift and are shifting, like now. With this in mind, I want you to answer this question: who can you help? The next thing I want you to think about is serving a niche market. There are 7 billion plus people in the world. What do you look like trying to talk to all of them at once? Probably exhausted. So speak to a niche market instead. That'll make it easier for you to be heard and stand out. Try starting with this. Connect with your niche market's core desires and overserve them. Give them something to talk about because people love to talk about good things, and you're one of those good things. So show them that. Overserve them. Before you know it, your community will have created itself. Now, I want to give you some more to kind of help carve out that idea of serving niche markets. And I'm going to add a link to today's episode so that you can go in and grab some more content that will help you further, okay? If that sounds good for you, then look in today's episode description and you'll see the links there. I'm also going to add another special link for you too, but I won't tell you about that now. You'll just have to go and find it. Don't forget to look at today's episode description. Okay, moving on. I want you to intentionally network. You've heard it before, network, but you may not have heard this. I want you to intentionally network with people that aren't like you. Per Meg J, PhD, here's the quote: information and opportunities spread farther and faster through weak ties than through close friends because weak ties have fewer overlapping contacts. End quote. This principle is known as the strength of weak ties by social scientist Mark Granovetter. Here's what weak ties are. They are social connections that aren't deep and close. Now, while we all need those deep, close, intimate connections, we need some weaker connections too, because the weaker connections are going to grant us access to more diverse networks, information, and social situations. This proves that networking with people who aren't like you can go better than networking with people who are. So please take what I've told you and intentionally network with people that aren't like you. It can open up your world to new experiences and new access. The next thing I want you to do is showcase your skills. When you showcase your skills, it shines a spotlight on you. That's right, shining a spotlight so you can't be ignored. It helps the right people see what you can do and makes it hard for them to ignore or forget you. So put yourself out there. This is how you'll reach your people. You know your strengths. You know the type of people that need you. We've talked about that. I just gave you a strategy to learning your strengths. I told you that you needed to reach your people. So I told you to think about who you can help. We've already gone through that. Now you need to craft a pitch that targets them. Do that right now, today, and shines a spotlight on your skills. Showcase your skills without guilt or shame because your skills are valuable and people need what you carry. Do me a favor. Write down one thing for me. Why does the world need you? And how will the world be positively impacted because of you? Write that down, okay? It's going to help you. And last but not least, I want you to be easy to get along with. Cooperative, kind, friendly, understanding, compliant. These are all words that should describe you in some capacity. They demonstrate that you're easy to get along with or agreeable. And when you are someone that is applying pressure in an industry, you're going to become a moving target. Moving because you're going to be going up, but a target because some people are going to look at you and they're going to be mistakenly intimidated by you. Okay? And they may want to cap your growth. They may want to stop you. They may not want to help you. So something that counteracts that negativity and what could transpire is your personality. It's your working relationships and how you interact in them. If you are cooperative, kind, friendly, understanding, and compliant, it doesn't matter who tries to stop you. Other people will see that personality, and some people will stand up and vouch for you and be like, I don't care what you say about this person and how you don't think I should hire them, or I shouldn't have them on my team, or I shouldn't let them run and manage this project. I don't care. I've seen them, and I see how they put the needs of the business in front of everything else, or I see how they're putting my mission in front of everything else in their decisions. I see how they work with others. I see how they take information and process criticism the way they need to. I see how they're not easily offended. I'm going to work with this person. I'm going to take them on. Okay? I'm going to take them on. So it can really, really help you. This type of personality demonstrates that you're easy to get along with or agreeable. And agreeableness is one of the big 5 personality traits. And ranking high in agreeableness can be super helpful in building those relationships that you need to build to apply pressure in any industry that you're in. It can even help you make friends with people who are intimidated by you. I've got some more content on creating allies at work. I'll put a link in the episode description about that too, and you can check it out. I'm done. I've told you everything that I wanted to tell you today. I've just given you a step-by-step process to help you apply pressure in any industry that you're in so that you can stop getting ignored. I've even showed you and told you what to do in the event you're in those situations where someone is intimidated by you. Your only obligation today is going to be to take the information that I've just given you and work with it. If you work with it, I really believe that you can get some positive results out of it, because I have. I have personally gotten positive results out of it. Results that have shocked me when I knew that people were working against me, and like my personality shined through, my skills shine through, my strengths shine through, the way I position myself. And it's like, oh, you cannot deny the work. The work speaks for itself. And that's what I've just given you a strategy to do, to position yourself in a way that highlights your ability and your work, because people can't deny that. Okay? I'm Lola. I'm with the Smoking Prophet. I hope you've enjoyed today's message. Don't forget to do me a favor. Head to the link in the episode description. I'm going to put a few things down there that are going to help you and help to get you some more positive results. Thanks for listening. Until next time, I hope you have the most amazing life. Bye.
Spiritually, creatively, socially. Spiritually, creatively, socially. Do life, do it better, do it better. Do life, do it better, do it better. The Smoking Prophet will inspire and equip you. The Smoking Prophet takes your skills and gifts and mold you. Do life, do life.